Hi, I'm Katerina and welcome to this Hatha Yoga stretch. We'll start with some classical Hatha standing pose inspired by Iyengar, the ground to build straight and focused, and then we will transition into relaxing in posture, melting in our props. Grab what you need, a blanket, block, bolster or pillow, and maybe a strap, and let's begin by lying on our back in Shavasana. Let's begin by lying on our backs in Shavasana, corpse pose. Make yourself comfortable as you settle into your mat. Rest your arms alongside your body with your palms facing up towards the ceiling. And gently close your eyes and start to slow down your breath. For the next few moments, we'll work on lengthening the breath. Aim for an inhale of 5 counts. Let's do this together for a few rounds. Take a neutral inhale and exhale fully, releasing all the air from your lungs. Now inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause gently at the top. Tuck your chin slightly. Exhale slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue on your own. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let your body become heavy. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maintain this rhythm, keeping your breath naturally and effortless. Invite your body to let go, to relax deeper with your every exhale. The breath cannot be forced. Instead, practice of allowing. Respect the process and let your body guide you into relaxing. Let's take one final breath here in Shavasana. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. On your next inhale, you can draw your legs up to a 90-degree angle, coming into Urdhva Prasarita Padasana, legs up pose. Rest your hands by your side, extend them overhead if you'd like your active core more. And lower your legs about 30 degrees. Engage your core, drawing your navel towards your spine. Keep your lower back gently pressed into the mat. Inhale, hold, exhale, lower. Point your toes. If you need more support, place your hands alongside your body. Now hug your knees into your chest Uttanasana. Gently rock along your left of your spine, massaging your back. When you're ready, roll up to seated position and transition to Malasana Yogi Squat. From here, let's explore a little movement. Shift your weight into your right foot and extend your left leg straight out in front of you. Modify pistol squat. Tap your fingers to your toes and then return to Malasana. Now switch sides. Shift your right into left foot and extend your right leg forward. Tap your toes. Return to center. Let's do this one more time on each side, moving slowly and mindfully. If your body craves it, add a gentle twist to release any tension in your back. Once you're ready, straighten your legs and fall forward into Uttanasana. Let your upper body drape down, hold your elbows and let your head hang heavy. Keep it slightly bent in your knees if that feels better for your body. Take a few deep breaths here, and when you're ready, release. Bend your knees softly and begin to roll up vertebra by vertebra like a rag doll. Once you're upright, step your feet together at the top of your mat. Let's flow through Surya Namaskar with mindfulness and intention. We'll move through 3 rounds, keeping the pace steady and control. Stand tall in Tadasana. Bring your feet together, evenly grounding them into the mat. Spread your toes wide, lift them up and place them down with awarenesses. Let this be a moment. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, palms touch. Slightly tuck your tailbone, fold forward, Uttanasana. Stand in forward fold. Let your head hang heavy and roll your chin towards your shin. Inhale halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back into plank pose. Lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, move into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Lifting your chest, untuck your toes. Exhale, press your hips up and back into Adha Mukha Svanasana. Take 3 deep breaths here. Press your hands firmly into the mat. Lengthen your spine. Gently draw your heels toward the earth. Let your chest open, softening the space around your throat and jaw. On your final breath, look forward, bend your knees, and one step your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold deeply into Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all of the way up, lifting your arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Upward salute. Forward, moving into Uttanasana, halfway lift. Lengthen through the spine, plant your hands and step or lightly jump back into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, glide forward into Urdhva Mukha, lifting through your heart. Exhale, return to Adha Mukha Svanasana. Take 3 breaths here. This time, feel the strain in your legs as you press your heels towards the mat. Spread your fingers wide, distributing your weight evenly through your palms. Look forward, bend your knee, and step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, fold, rise to Urdhva Hastasana. Tadasana. Final round. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, finding length. Exhale, step or jump back into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, flow into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, feeling the stretch through your chest, shoulders. And exhale, press back into Adha Mukha Svanasana. Pause here for 3 breaths. With each exhale, release any tension you might still be holding. Feel the connection of your entire body, your fingertips, your toes, even the skin on your face. When you're ready, look forward, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway, fold deeply, rise one final time to Urdhva Hastasana, lifting your gaze, return to Tadasana, hands to your heart. Take a moment to ground yourself, feeling steady and present. And come to the center of your mat, stand tall in Tadasana. Feeling the energy flowing through your body as we prepare to move into standing posture. Stand in Tadasana, facing me, big toes together, heels slightly apart. I've noticed that I will not mirror you in this sequence, so if I'm doing my right side, you might not match visually. If it doesn't matter which side you start on, just be consistent for the second side. From Tadasana, step your feet about 1 leg's distance apart. Turn your right toes to face the side of the mat. Allow your torso to face the long edge of the mat. Inhale, extend your arms out to the side at shoulder height, palms facing down, and look over your right fingertips. Engage your legs. Lift the kneecaps, stabilize the pelvis by tucking the tailbone slightly and press firmly into the outer edge of your back foot. Lower your right hand to your shin or block or the mat outside your right leg. Reach your left hand straight up towards the ceiling, creating a long open chest. Draw your top side ribs down to lengthen both sides of your spine evenly. Rotate your top hip open, stacking it over your bottom hip. Keep your bottom side ribs moving slightly forward. Hold for 5-10 breaths, breathing deeply and feeling your alignment. Inhale, return to standing. Arm extended, turn your toes inward, then switch sides. Turn your left toes outward and back toes inward slightly. Allow your chest towards the side of the mat. Inhale, extend your arms at shoulders height, looking over your left fingertips. Follow the same steps above, reach forward, bring your left hand to a block, shin mat, and extend your right arm upward. Align your body, draw your ribs evenly, rotate the right hip open, and engage your core. Hold for 5-10 breaths on the side. Inhale, lift back to standing, turn your toes in and step your feet together in Tadasana. Shake out any tensions. Tadasana, or mountain pose, is a foundation of many yoga practices. It may look simple, but it teaches stability, balance, and proper alignment. Stay tall, ground your feet, engage your thighs, and lengthen through your spine. Feel rooted and steady like a mountain. And from Tadasana, step your feet wider than one leg's distance. Extend your arms out to the sides and turn your right toes forward. Turn your back toes inward slightly. Bend deeply into your right knee, keeping the knee stacked over the ankle. Sink your hips low while keeping your chest lifted and shoulders stacked over your hips. Gaze over your right fingertips. Hold for 5 breaths, feeling the straight in your legs and arms. From Warrior 2, reach forward through your right fingertips and lower your right elbow to your knee. Or option, place your right hand on the block or the mat outside your foot. Extend your left arm overhead, creating a diagonal line from your fingertips to your back foot. Open your chest, stacking your left shoulder over the right. And then transition slowly, place your left hand on your hip and step your back foot slightly closer. Reach your right hand forward into a block or the mat and lifting your left leg parallel to the floor. When balanced, extend your left arm upward, stacking your shoulders and hips. Engage both legs and lengthen your spine. Hold here for 3-5 breaths. You can look up if you balance. Ready, gaze down and slowly lower your left foot back to the mat, returning to extended Iyengar pose. Okay, lift your back into Warrior 2, sink deeply into your front leg, and straighten your front leg and turn your toes inward. Inhale, bring your hands overhead. Turn your right toes to face the front of the back of your mat and turn your back toes in slightly. Light your chest, draw your shoulders back, tuck your tailbone and engage your core. Bend deeply into your left knee to sink into Virabhadasana 2, Warrior 2. Look over your front fingertips. Bring energy into your arms, engage in both biceps and triceps, as if you're gripping the muscles to the bone. Keep the breath steady, soften any tension in your body with your breath. Utthita Parshvakonasana, extended Iyengar pose. Reach forward with your left hand, place your elbow on your knee or hand on a block or to the outer edge of the left foot. Extend your top arm forward, creating a seamless line from your right fingertips down to the outer edge of your right foot. Sink lower into the pose, lengthening both sides of your body. From here, bring your right hand to your hip to prepare for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Step your left hand forward and adjust your stance as needed. Inhale as you float your right leg up. Once balanced, extend your right hand towards the ceiling. Flex the kneecaps of both legs, engaging the quads. Open right hip and shoulder while keeping your left ribs working forward for balance. Hold the pose for 3 breaths, focusing on stability and length. Exhale, slowly release your right leg and return to Utthita Parshvakonasana. Inhale to come back into Virabhadrasana 2. Sinking low into your front leg once more, straighten your front leg and turn your toes inward. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Place your hands on your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fall forward, allowing your torso to release towards the mat. If you'd like, take hold of your big toes or let your hands rest. Exhale, fall deeper, opening the elbows outward. Breathe into the stretch, letting your body settle. To exit the pose, bring your hands to the mat and lengthen halfway. On your next inhale, press through your feet to rise all the way up. Exhale, step your feet together, shake it out, and prepare to come down onto your mat. Come to a seated position, moving any props aside. Let's build a rhythmic flow using moon salutation, a unique and grounding sequence. Follow me, Tadasana. Sit with your legs extended. Paschimottanasana, exhale. Return to Navasana, boat pose. From Navasana, roll into Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. Halasana, rest to boat pose, Navasana and Paschimottanasana. Perfect. Paschimottanasana, Navasana, shoulder stand. Halasana, shoulder stand back to Navasana. You can extend your leg and back to Paschimottanasana. Beautiful. Circle again, Navasana, Sarvangasana, Halasana, Sarvangasana, Navasana, Paschimottanasana. Again, Navasana. Roll into Sarvangasana, Halasana, Sarvangasana, Navasana, Paschimottanasana. Maybe last time. Navasana, Sarvangasana, Halasana, Sarvangasana. Both Paschimottanasana, forward fold. And really one last time. Navasana, Sarvangasana, Halasana, Sarvangasana, both pose Navasana and Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Beautiful. And now we're gonna transit to our Yin practice. If you'd like to set the mood, consider music, play soft, calming tones to help your mind relax, candle or diffuser, light a candle or using essential oils like lavender, can depend on your sense of tranquility. I'd like to use a bit of muscat from Morocco. I'm really a fan of it. Let's move into cross-legged position. This pose allows us to gently target the hips, groin and lower back, moving away from muscular effort and into a deepened connective tissues. If you have props like a bolster or cushion, feel free to use them to make this pose more restorative. Or you can use a block, like as me. On your exhale, fall forward, allowing your spine to round naturally. You can let your hands rest on the mat or grab your arms and head over a bolster or block for support. The goal here is to soften, so avoid holding tension in your shoulders, neck or hips. Unlike active yoga, Yin focuses on gently stretching the fascia, ligaments and joints. Find a position where you feel a mild sensation of stretch, nothing sharp or painful, and allow gravity to take over. As you hold this pose, know that the fascia, the connective tissue enveloping your muscles, it's beginning to respond. It takes at least 2-3 minutes for the fascia to start releasing. This may feel like a shift in the sensation of the stretch. It's natural and indicates that you're moving deeper into the pose. If vulnerability or resistance arise, acknowledge it. Use your breath to soften into these feelings, allowing your body to explore new spaces safely. Stay here, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to completely melt into the pose. When you're ready to transition, to do slowly, respecting the time your body needs to re-engage the muscles. Slowly and with care, begin to rise back, up. Resist any urge to rush. Keep the movement soft and deliberate. Plant your hands behind you and windshield wiper your knees side to side to help ease your hips and release any lingering tension. Dandasana, next posture, is deeply focused on opening the hips, and it can feel intense, so listen to your body and adjust as needed. Opting for child pose if this feels too much today. Props for frog pose can either a bolster, blanket or cushion to make the pose more comfortable. You may want to turn sideways on your mat for extra padding under your knees. Open your knees wide apart to the point that feels safe and supported. Your feet can either stay close as in a child pose or open wider so your shins are parallel to one another. If this is comfortable, come down into your forearms or rest your upper body on a bolster for support. And to deepen the stretch, press your hips gently back towards your heels. The depth of this pose will vary based on your hip structure and flexibility, so avoid comparing yourself to others. Let the pose meet your body where it is today. Take this time to settle. If the ground feels too hard, grab a blanket or an extra cushion. There is no need to endure discomfort. The goal is to relax deeply into the pose, not to push through unnecessary strain. Breathe into the stretch, allowing your space to open in your hips. As always, be patient with your body and thank it for the work it's doing. Now, as the sensation intensifies in the final movements of frog pose, embrace it. Take one more deep breath in, and as you exhale, prepare to slowly release. The easiest way to exit is to gently creep your body forward onto your belly. Straighten your legs out behind you and rest. Lie on your cheek or chin, wherever feels most comfortable. You might enjoy rocking your hips side to side or bending your knees and letting them windshield wiper side to side to release any remaining tension in the hips. From here, let's move into gently back bend. This pose will stretch the front body while allowing the low back to open gradually. This is the swings or seal pose. Come into your forearm, aligning your elbows beneath your shoulders, and keep your legs extended behind you with feet together or slightly apart. If you're ready to deeper stretch, straighten your arms. Hands can be wide apart or close together, depending on your flexibility. This posture provides a beautiful opportunity to explore yoga philosophy. While modern yoga often emphasizes union of the mind and body, Patanjali also spoke of disunion, disconnection from external input to create space for clarity and reflection. Consider how much noise and information your body and mind process daily. Through this practice, we give ourselves permission to quiet those distractions and return to what lies beneath a calm, steady awarenesses. After a few seconds, gently lower yourself back down. Rest your head on your cheek or chin and take a moment to let go. Bend your knees once again and let them sway side to side to release the low back. To transition, press yourself up through plank or tabletop. You may enjoy a brief downward facing dog to stretch out the spine and hamstring. Pedal your feet and notice how your body feels. Come down into your mat and prepare for the next pose, Upavishta Konasana, wide-legged forward fold. You can sit in a blanket or a bolster to elevate your hips if that makes the pose more comfortable. Open your legs wide into a straddle, adjusting the distance to suit your flexibility. Place a bolster or block as me in front of you if you'd like additional support for your elbows or for your forearm. Inhale to lengthen your spine, lifting your chest. As you exhale, fall forward, resting your upper body on a block, on a bolster, on a blanket, or letting your head and arms relax down onto the mat. Allow your hamstring and inner thighs to gently stretch while the rest of your body softens. Let go completely, surrender into the posture. We'll be here for a few minutes, so find stillness, Breathe deeply and settle into this moment of quiet introspection. In Yin Yoga practice, Upavishta Konasana is a grounding and deeply restorative posture that works on physical, energetic and emotional layers of the body. And by opening the legs wide and folding forward, we invite a gently yet profound stretch into the inner thighs, adductors, hamstring and lower back. The stillness of this pose helps us connect with our breath and create space for introspection, patience, and surrender. This stillness in Upavishta Konasana offers a unique opportunity to observe the mind's reactions. Without the distraction of movements or effort, thought and emotional naturally surface, making this pose a meditative experience as much as physical one. It's also a chance to practice the art of letting go, both physically by softening tension in the body and mentally by releasing control and surrendering to the present moment. In Yin Yoga, Upavishta Konasana goes beyond a simple stretch. It serves as an exploration of the layers within physical, emotional, and energetic. Through its stillness, it creates a space of grounding, release, and reflection, teaching us to embrace both the ease and challenge that arise in the practice. Exiting the pose is done with care, bringing the legs together slowly and allowing the body to reset with the gently counter movements. Our next position, this is the cross-legged forward fold, also known as Sukhasana, forward fold in yoga. Is a simple yet profound pose that combines grounding, flexibility, and introspection. To enter the pose, begin in a comfortable seated position with one leg crossed in front of the other. You may choose to elevate your hips on a cushion or bolster, especially if your knees are higher than your pelvis, as this allows for greater ease and alignment. And from here, inhale to lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, fold forward slowly. Let your hands rest on the floor or on the blocks, and if needed, to use a bolster for support your torso. The focus is on finding a gentle stretch without forcing the body. This pose provides a unique opportunity to observe any differences between the two sides of the body. As you fold, you may notice one hip or lower back area feels tighter than the other, which is completely natural. Holding the pose for 3-5 minutes as a typical Yin pose allows the tissues to soften and release over time. During this stillness, focus on your breath, allowing each exhalation to help you relax deeper into the posture. Practicing cross-legged forward fold in this balanced way is not only physically beneficial, but also creates a sense of harmony and connection within. It invites you to explore the subtle nuances of your body and mind, making it a beautiful addition to any yoga practice. As you gently lift your torso upright from cross-legged forward fold, engage your core and press into your hands for support. Uncross your legs, extend them forward briefly into Dandasana and shake out any tension. And our last position of our yin practice today, it's Virasana, hero pose. Bend your knees and bring your feet back alongside your hips, slowly lowering your sitting bones between your heels. This is Virasana, hero pose. If your hips don't comfortably touch the floor, use a block or bolster under your pelvis to reduce tension in the knees and ankles. Adjust your feet so they are pointing straight back, not splaying to the side, and ensure your thighs stay parallel. In Yin Yoga, I prefer to make this pose more restorative by lying back onto a bolster. From an upright position, place your bolster along your spine and slowly recline into it, using additional props under your head or shoulders if needed for support. This variation reduces pressure on the knees while allowing you to fully relax. Bring your arms out to your side or overhead and let gravity to do the work as you settle into stillness. Supta Virasana or reclined hero pose is a deeply restorative posture that opens the front body, especially the thighs, hip flexors, and lower abdomen. As you recline into your bolster, you create a gentle back bend that invites spaciousness into the heart and chest, allowing for freer energetic flow through the Anahata heart chakra. And this position encourages a profound sense of surrender, softening any tension held in the lower body while supporting a state of receptivity and relaxation. With a gentle lift of the bolster beneath you, the prana of life force energy is encouraged to flow upwards through the central energy channel, the Sushumna Nadi, promotion, balance, and alignment. Let your arms rest naturally by your sides or extend them overhead for a deeper stretch to the shoulders and chest. Close your eyes, focus on your breath, and allow yourself to completely release into the support of the props, creating a harmonious state of stillness and ease. If you wish, feel free to remain in Supta Virasana for as long as you like, savoring the comfort and stillness. You can remove your bolster to compare sensation. Have it light without the bolster and hero pose, just for a moment. Or we're gonna gently transition into Shavasana to close our practice. If you feel cold, it is the cozy pre-holiday season. After all, grab a blanket and cover yourself. The simple act of warmth is so tender, soothing, and loving. Let yourself fully relax, wrapping up your practice with softness and care. As you rest in Shavasana, Allow yourself to fully relax and absorb the benefits of your practice. While you lie here in stillness, I want to take a moment to thank you deeply for subscription to my channel, for liking my videos, and for leaving such warm comments. Your support means so much to me and helps me continue creating new practices for you every day. I'm so grateful that we can practice together, and I appreciate you being a part of this journey. Please stay with me, keep practicing, and share your warmth with others. I send you all my best wishes. May you feel loved and supported. Thank you again, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for me.